This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They try the left side here with Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it with Williams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Don't matter, man. Just keep running that motherfucker. You ain't got to run that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Williams. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ricky Williams, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now
let it go, bitch. Man, I'm tired of playing with these niggas, man.
Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On the ground, this is Williams. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll try and run. This is Williams.
Oh, man.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Hurry up and hike it.
The crowd here in the dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Sir, this ass.
Lucky 56.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
Go right, Cliff.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
They go play action here on first down.
Throw it, man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
He passed.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Young.
Triangle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm on triangle, man.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Steve Young. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force,
So
he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You got to go deep.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Run out the power formation.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sorry, keep running a bit. We winning, man. We winning, cuz. Just keep running. Work the clock.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That dude's shot was on.
That's taken on the 25. Whoosh. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Stay on the attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Watch it now, Barney!
They begin the drive with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
He must have hit the wrong button.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
You know why
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know you're trying to deceive him, but
on 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
No. Go right. That's what a blocking is.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They run it again with Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, it's coming.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ooh,
and all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
They know what it is.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Trying to roll that. They got them Lawrence Taylor sending too much pressure on him on this side.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Peterson.
No, he don't.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Bro,
yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And the Ravens taking the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And the Saints signal for another timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. On the line. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they end it.
Yeah, good game.